When you need space to grow, there's nothing like the home you own. Let Scotiabank open the door for you with competitive rates and support every step of the way. Visit us today and discover what's possible.
The Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong. Over the years, we've cared for you to help you meet your needs. We're trustworthy, dependable, so you can grow financially.
The Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong.
This is where you belong.
What's at the heart of Sagicor Life? One thing: protecting the most important people in the world, family, friends, and neighbors. By being a pioneer in the Caribbean with a range of products and a wealth of sage, personalized advice for everyone. Evolving how we serve our clients with new, innovative products and an industry-leading and modern approach to life insurance. By improving the lives of the people in the communities where we operate, by providing assistance in the areas of education, health, community, youth development, and sports. It's what we've done in the Caribbean since 1840, and what we are doing today in 22 countries. With over $6.2 billion in total assets, 774 million in capital, and over 2 million insured, Sagicor Life is one of the fastest growing life insurance providers in the Caribbean. Because we focus on one thing: protecting what's most important to you. Find out what Sagicor can do for your life. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
Lucky Horseshoe Saloon, Steakhouse and Slots, open 24/7 and I like it a lot. Warrens and Hastings were easy to find. Sports on the big screen, cold beer in a jar, spicy hot wings. I love this bar. Burgers and juicy steaks, breakfast with my pancakes. Hey, we got a kids menu too. At the Lucky Horseshoe, we got a lot to love.
Live streaming coverage of the 2017 Powerade Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championship, live from the National Stadium here in Bridgetown, Barbados, is brought to you on Sports.bb with the support of our partners: Brighton Stokes, agents for Enter Jamina, Dr. Searles, Flow, Sagicor Life Inc., Scotiabank, Innotech Services Limited, Carter's, The Lucky Horseshoe, Powerade, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Accra Beach Hotel and Spa, and Sunal Technology Solutions. Currently on at the National Stadium is the 5,000-meter boys open, but we urge you to take a look at some of the highlights of what went before in the past days.
When you need space to grow, there's nothing like the home you own. Let Scotiabank.
Third time a charm for these under 17 boys, final section. There they go off and running, and you see Darian Clark's straight face, beautiful. He straightens up now and he's accelerating. Darian Clark just making it look so easy as he cruises across the line now. I think he can go faster, Michael.
Well, yes, Azriel Chatterton from the Leicester Vaughan School. Not really a sprinter as such, but and I'm sure we see here in the hurdle. So they're off to a good start here.
Yeah.
From my angle, I'm seeing the St. Michael's School, large and in charge in this one. So the St. Michael in first, Lodge in second, and Daryl Jordan finishing in third. Combination of I think more speed endurance. Yes, they're mostly on the side of speed endurance, I would say. So this one is gone. This is our first section here. Is it? Actually, this is the next section here for the under 15 boys, which we thought there were only 2, but there are 3 heats.
Oh, so I guess the true story is that other athletes
There
were
more
entered.
athletes.
Right.
We thought it was less. There are more.
So this is the final section then, Michael.
Yes, for sure.
Right, so-
And it seems like the competitor from the St. Michael's School, is it? And Dighton Griffith on the inside. Yes, so it's St. Michael and Dighton Griffith battling here. And the lad from the St. Michael's School has the upper hand, and he will win it. Dighton Griffith and Queen's College finishing in third.
The under 17 girls, 400 meters. Of course, this is the first of 2 sections. And they're on.
There they go off and running,
away.
Michael.
Yes, so we see Sandyford, King, Gaskin, Griffith, Ford, Cumberbatch, and Lane all going here, looking for a good time.
Young lady from
Running
Queens.
against the clock here. All of these events will be against the clock. Fastest times. So from Queen's College, Gaskin Griffith running in lane number 4 in the red outfit. I hope that color is red. Some will call it maroon. Some other shade. And now here comes Sandyford of Corge and Paris, Renita Sandyford. That's another name from Bssac, Renita Sandyford. So she's coming with a very, very strong finish. Renita Sandyford of the Corge and Paris School on her way to taking the first section, first time final in the under 17 girls 400 meters. Second will go to Gaskin Griffith of Queen's College, and third to Rihanna Cumberbatch of the Alexandra School. All eyes will be on Hoyt to see she will run faster than she did last year. So they're off and running. Hunt, Hoyt, King, Yard, Brooms, Ford, and Farmer. Of course, we saw Farmer earlier running the 1500 meters. And Rhea Hoyt is out. She's gone. She's made up the stagger on the entire field.
Wow.
Running out of lane number 3. And she's looking really impressive going down the back stretch. 200 meters to go. Let's see if she'll be able to sustain that. A very decisive run over the first 200 meters. I guess she decided she wants to break her record of 59.07.
We see Annika Farmer on the outside using that endurance we spoke about. She's normally an 800, 1200 runner.
Yes, and of course that 15 would have taken a toll on her from this morning. Rhea Hoyt is fresh, so Hoyt slowed down a bit, but still trying to work the arms, keeping the arms going, and she will finish in first position. Farmer finishing in second, and third will go to Shaquana Hunt of the Frederick Smith Secondary School in third position. This guy from Daryl Jordan, I'll find out if he's Jamaican. But we are off and running here, our first of 3 time finals in the under 17 boys 400 meters. And immediately going out is Jadan Jordan of Frederick Smith. He's made up the stagger on the entire field. Now at 200 meters, still looking very comfortable. Approaching the 150 mark, still Jadan Jordan. Seeing now Samuel Olkins of Queen's College on the inside, looking to make a move. Perry, you say that he likes to run late, and he surely has picked it up a little late, but I believe he has some time that he can. Well, there we go again, late running by Olkins.
Yeah,
He will finish in second position. The winner there, though, Kwame Neblick of the Leicester Vaughan Jaria Hoyt, running in lane 4 from the St. Michael's School, and Shanita Broom in lane number 7 from the Alexandra School. So the gun is gone, and Shanita Broom is out rather quickly here. Shanita Broom already a qualifier for the Carifta Games in the hurdles. And here comes Jaria Hoyt now in that green outfit from the St. Michael's School, looking rather impressive over the first 200 meters. So just those two, as we reckon it would be. Broom on the outside and Hoyt on the inside, on her inside too. And these two, Perry, are also knapsack products. They've come right through the ranks.
Yes, they
So
are.
as they turn for home now, we're seeing Jaria Hoyt with the advantage. So it's all Jaria Hoyt getting some valuable points for the St. Michael's School. Here comes Shanita Broom. She might have beat her at the line.
Yes.
Shanita Broom with a solid finish. So Ian, you saw the finish we were talking about. So, well, I want to say ideal lane because again we have to factor in. Let us look at the body type of the individual. Also, all of that stuff, and the preference of the athlete. So Jade Yearwood, Jamal Burke, Devon Stout, and Raheem Koos, all here, 4 athletes running here in this final section of the under 20 boys 400 meters. And of course Jamal Burke looking the best of the lot right now as they approach the 200 meter mark. So Jamal Burke has pretty much made up the stagger on the entire field. Now he's on his own. Getting a little challenge though from Jade Yearwood of Frederick Smith on the inside, but I don't think Burke is perturbed at all. So it's all Jamal Burke on his own. Jamal Burke, easy, and he will take this section. Yearwood will finish in second, and that will bring us to the end of the 400 meter series.
Number 2 from the Dating River School, Khadija Cummings in lane 3 from Queen's College. Kimani Archer in lane 4 from Leicester Vaughan School. Kiana Lopez from Corrigan Priory in lane 5. Faith Codrington. The law school is represented by, as you said, Sakia Best. And in lane number 7 from Princess Margaret, Sarah Newton. There they go off and running, and we see the athlete from Queen's College. She's out and gone already. She has she's very quick between the hurdles. Her technique going over isn't that solid, but she's fast between the hurdles, and we have to discuss that as well.
In sprints and hurdles, you will find that those events kind of dominate in the early days of St. James Secondary. And we'll get back to that thought, but right now we have, as we said, Mario Linton of the Leicester Vaughan School. He's being challenged though.
Haley Turney.
Haley
Emmanuel
Lodge School. So it's Turney and Mario Linton.
Turney wins
it. Haley Emmanuel Turney of the Lodge School winning that one. Mario Linton finishing.
Ryan Brathwaite.
Thank you very much, guys. And guess who I found here at the National Stadium taking in some of Bssac 2017? Ambassador Ryan Brathwaite. Ryan, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
And what brings you to the stadium today?
Actually, to see the talent and the dedication of all the schools participating, and to look to see who's going to be the defending champions and in the first day, and just to keep some results in my mind.
Okay, so tell us, how have things been for you since I know you would have had some ups and downs? Tell us about it.
Well, the injuries, the operation, and getting that pass and to get back to the mental of being an athlete, and looking forward to have my goals set for next year and 2020.
Okay, so you are starting competing?
Not as yet, but I have to get back into the fitness and a little bit of rehab still, a bit, just to make sure that everything is going good.
Great. Okay, so I know you've been around and you've seen some of the athletes competing. Who are some of the bright spots that you have your eyes on?
Well, there's no name as yet, but there's a lot of talent out there on the track right now, and maybe by the end of the whole event, I would know who would be in the mix.
And of course, your alma mater, Leicester Vaughan, defending champions. And right now, are you satisfied with the position they're in? Do you think they have enough to win again?
Yes. Bob always have a strategy plan, so it's up to the coach and the athletes also to try to stay calm and just work hard within these days.
Great. So it was a pleasure talking with you, Ryan. We wish you all the best. We're looking forward to seeing you back on track. Of course, Barbados will be supporting you as you look towards, as you say, 2020.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. So that was a nice chat there with Ryan Brathwaite, Ambassador at Large. Back to you guys. And they're on the starters' orders, and they're off. So QC, Princess Margaret, Dighton Griffith, College and Parry, and the Lodge School. And Dighton Griffith already making up that stagger, that first leg. Looking really impressive. Let's see how the handover will look. And a pretty decent handover as well. So Dighton Griffith looking like the team to beat right now. But now we see the Lodge School. Yes, they are looking to open that gap. The second leg not as impressive as the first leg for Dighton. Let's see how this third leg will look now. Not anymore. Queen's College now looking to make it, and here comes College and Parry as well. So Dighton has dropped back, and we get ready now for that final handover. Like the Lodge School. Here comes the Lodge School. QC. Lodge School, the others are fighting. Dighton fighting back as well. So the Lodge School will finish first. Dighton with a valiant effort there from the ankle leg, finishing second. QC in third.
On the 13 girls 4x100 meter relay, on the outside, Darryl Jordan looking nice and strong, and on the inside, Fred Smith as well. Going up the back stretch to see Darryl Jordan. They're gone. Darryl Jordan looking nice. Let's see how they negotiate this next handover. The athlete may have gone off a little early, but they got it in the zone. It looks like no flag. Darryl Jordan still leading. This is a good run from Darryl Jordan. Leicester Vaughan trying to close the gap nicely coming up, but Darryl Jordan, final handover. Yes,
yeah, Darryl Jordan looking good.
This is all Darryl Jordan so far, but
this is going to be a valiant effort here from St. Michael's School.
The St. Michael's School closing very strongly now. Darryl Jordan, St. Michael.
Can she hold on?
St. Michael, Darryl Jordan, St. Michael, Leicester Vaughan, Dighton Griffith. There they go, off and running, final section. And who's going out good now on the outside? St. Michael looking nice. Queen's College on the inside, running well. First handover, St. Michael looking nice. Queen's College, here comes Queen's College. Leicester Vaughan trailing.
gaining some ground though, even though they're trailing. Let's see how it goes in this third.
Queens College now, they're in the lead.
Lester Vaughn has dropped the baton.
Queens College is in.
Lester Vaughn is out
Lester
of it.
Vaughn is out of it.
That's going to cost them, of course.
They're going to miss those points. Queens College got a little scare. Oh, Queens College is out.
Trouble too.
We are down to a 2-horse race. It is so.
St. Michael's and this is
St. Michael and Alexandra.
Boy, I can tell you.
Boy.
I can tell you that the St. Michael's School will be smiling all the way, to the bank because first. So we have a good start to the under-17 girls 4x1. QC, Dighton Griffith, Lodge School, Princess Margaret, Lester Vaughn. Looking at the first handover, Lester Vaughn
looks pretty good.
Just 1 or 2 steps too much there. QC in trouble. QC not handing over the baton as yet. And the Lodge School in there as well. Lester Vaughn looking really good. Beautiful handovers. The Lodge School in second. Princess Margaret in third position. As we get ready for the final handover, the Lester Vaughn, they're still in the picture. Lovely handover from them as well. So it's all Lester Vaughn, and they will win this one and probably earn a spot into the final once that time is a fast one. Easy win there for Lester Vaughn. Second place will go to the Lodge School. A fast finishing Dighton Griffith will finish in third. So she's probably going to be using the acceleration zone.
Right.
So they're off and running now, and let's see how things will pan out.
St. Michael's
Getting ready now for Ashley Lowe to
St. Michael already lead.
She's off already.
Yes, baton, good stick.
Good stick. Oh!
He had a spill there
for Coach and Parry.
But Ashley Lowe motoring down now, getting ready to hand over to the distance runner.
And you see her run off was shorter.
Good handover. You
Good
can
run
see
off.
a very, very short gap between those two. Because she doesn't need to really. Oh my, we're seeing Frederick Smith factoring in here now, trying to get the stick back. Rhea Hoyt, a beautiful takeover. I don't think they will catch Rhea Hoyt today.
No, not today.
They won't catch her. So Rhea Hoyt will anchor lovely for the St. Michael's School. And the Alexandra in second. And a good run there from Frederick Smith.
And because you can't do anything about it.
So we're off to a good start. Our first section here for the under-17 boys. Dighton Griffith, the Lodge School, Frederick Smith, Coleridge and Parry, and Alexander.
Dighton Griffith
looking at
so that is Coleridge and Parry, actually. Coleridge and Parry.
The Alexandra School, Coleridge and Parry Lodge School with a solid second leg. Let's watch the handovers. Now a good one there from Coleridge and Parry, as well as the Lodge School.
Definitely.
Alexandra School on the outside fighting here as we get ready for the final handovers. Let's see what will happen here. The Lodge School. Oh my goodness, what a handover there from the Lodge School. That was almost book, textbook perfect there. The Lodge School, a good run from Ewart, from Coleridge and Parry. They will finish in second. Dighton Griffith, they've been pretty impressive. They'll finish in third. And you need to like or page and share to be eligible.
Well, they're off.
Yes, there we go. And Queens College on the outside looking good. St. Michael.
Michael definitely looking good as well.
First handovers.
Lester Vaughn is in the mix.
Queens College, St. Michael. Here comes the Lester Vaughn School. Princess Margaret holding their own in the middle of the field as well. That was a nice run from the lad from Princess Margaret. Second handover. Princess Margaret. Lester Vaughn. St. Michael, Lester Vaughn. This is where it's going to be. Final handover. Darian Clark from St. Michael's School. It looks like it's going to be done and dusted right there and then. Darian Clark, St. Michael's School. Princess Margaret did well to hold on for third, beating out Queens College. That was a very good run from Princess Margaret.
Oh yeah.
When you need space to grow, there's nothing like the home you own. Let Scotiabank open the door for you with